Edgar TV.
How do there, guys, and welcome back to Edgar TV. And today what we're going to do is we're going to talk about the PDC Super Series, the second phase that's recently happened at the MK Arena in Milton Keynes. And it happened this past week. I've had a day or two to digest it, and then we're going to have a little chat about it today. Now, off the back, there's a couple of things that I was really happy with. Couple of things I wasn't so happy with, and we'll get through those as we move forward. I feel timing was a little bit better this time, even though the performance wasn't as good as the first time round. The timing was a little bit better, and I think that shows with a couple of results that we managed to pick up along the way. Still not quite up to full speed yet though with that, but I was dealing with something this week going on in my personal life at the same time, so I'm really proud of how I managed to sort of come through that as well with what was going on, and put in professional performances and decent enough performances. Draws to start with, I thought I'm right up against it here. Event number 5, I played Dimitri Vandenberg, which was the first one of this one. Now, at 5 events so far, I had played 3 of the world's top 9 after playing Vandenberg. So that's a rough start. So if you think about things balancing themselves out, I should be in for a good bit at the back end of the season. Or we're still very early days anyway, aren't we? So the Dimitri game was okay. Wasn't really good enough though, wasn't good enough. There's some nice moments of composure though, like I said, and some good moments of timing. I went for an 80 shot at one point, as you can see on the screen now. Went for the 80, hit the treble 20, just outside the double 10. I walked halfway down the oche, thinking it was in, realised it wasn't, came back, hit the double 10. So, good bit of composure and a good bit of timing there. That's the sort of thing I was missing in Bolton, that sort of, if it didn't go right, just that little bit of composure just to correct it with the next start rather than the next visit. So rather than that visit being an issue, I was able to sort of correct that in there. I did lose the game 6-3 though. Dimitri did play pretty well, to be fair to him. I think it's about a 95, 96 average. So happy enough with that, he would be. Now, this is the bit that I'm said is becoming a bit hard, and I think this is a universal thing, and some people have got took to social media to speak about this already. We saw Gerwyn Price, Ricky Evans, and many, many others come out and say they're starting to struggle a little bit, either with the motivational side of things or just with the way that things are. The reason that is, right, when you finish your match, you've got 10 minutes. So I just played Dimitri Vandenberg. I had to mark the next game first because we haven't got markers at the moment, which we normally have, but we haven't because of all the COVID and the lockdown and things. So once you've done that, you've got 10 minutes to either finish off what you're doing, grab your bits, and then you've got to leave. You're leaving to go to your hotel room. There's nowhere else to go, just straight back to your hotel room. So the mental side of that is getting a little bit tough, to say the least, for a lot of people. But it's what we're going to deal with. What we're going to deal with at the moment. Next day, I played Boris Koltsov. This was my worst performance of the season so far, but it was a win. So, worst performance of the season so far, but it was a win. So I'm happy with that. I think it's about a mid-80s, at an 85 or something. But when we talk about the timing, this is where the timing was really good. Now, all the match recaps are available on Darts Connect, so you can go look at those. I'm not showing you anything you can't already go and see. But the timing for me in this game was very important towards the end of it. So you'll see here I go 5-4 down here. I didn't play a good leg at all. Look at that. Pathetic. Really, really bad stuff. And after a terrible leg like that, look, you can see 64 average. Terrible leg. One leg away from losing the match. 5-3 down. Knowing that I'm a bit short of results at the moment. 140, 140, 134. Left myself 87 after 9 darts to get in for a break of throw. So, really happy with the timing and the response of that. Really good stuff there. Got the throw back. My throw, this was really unfortunate. I mean, the 57 and the 58 was literally just wires. I very frustrated with how close they was. It was looking a bit bleak at this point. I'm on 230, he's on 195. I needed a 180. And I got the 180, then took the 50 out in 2 darts. So when I'm saying the timing felt a lot better, that's what I mean. The timing was so much better there. The performance wasn't as good as Bolton, but the timing certainly got me through that game and set me up a game with Darius Labanauskas, which, again, bit of a ropey game. I wasn't feeling very great that day, to say the least. You know, not feeling ill or anything. I just weren't throwing well. And there was one moment I missed double 18 for 3-all, putting it to my darts to throw first at 3-3. I missed a dart at double 18 for a 1-4-7 finish. Then Darius steps up for 90 and he goes, big 5. And you think, ha, come on. Treble 15 tops goes 4-2 up. He ended up winning the game 6-4. Probably a fair score. He was the better player in that game for sure. So he took the win. Next day, day 3. Again, same sort of routine. Back to the hotel room. After 10 minutes, you get a little bit you get an hour. You can leave the hotel for an hour to go and get food or for exercise. So they're the 2 reasons you can leave: to go collect food or to go get some exercise in. So we did that. Next day, Raymond Van Barneveld first round. So the rough draws continued, but where there's a rough draw, there's an opportunity. You know me, if I could beat a 5-time world champion with a 170 finish, you know, you need those you need those draws to give you those opportunities to have those stories in the first place. So where it was a bad draw, it was also an opportunity. So, and that's what I saw in that game, opportunity. Unfortunately, again, 6-3. He was just too strong for the performance that I put forward. The level of performance that I put forward, I needed him to drop his level, and he didn't. You know, so I wasn't good enough on that day. Last day, woke up, felt great. I met up with Ryan Searle and Aaron Beanie for a practice as always, and after 3 darts at the practice board, I says, that feels better. That feels much better. And I was like, right, we're on it. You know, just for those 3 darts, I knew that everything was feeling better in terms of the throw, and it wasn't feeling like work. It didn't feel like work. I weren't working at it. I'd got a few things sorted. And everything was looking quite good, and you know the day was what I started the day 6-1 win over Eddie Lovely with 101 average, really good. Big surprise then came with the collapse of Raymond Van Barneveld. Obviously then social distancing with people coming from outside the bubble into there, we have to be in the back room. There was lots of different things going on. It was a long delay. We didn't even know if we would be playing again that day. There's no food, no drink, no nothing like that. I said all this on the live streams if you watched all those. So there was a lot of things going on that day that just made it a little bit trickier. But as a professional, I am supposed to be prepared for those sort of things. This is where I've come back and I've reviewed and I've gone, I'm doing things drastically wrong. I was in there. There was no food or drink available to purchase. I probably could have took some in myself. I should have had things there. I literally was looking around and I found a bit of shortbread because I was getting hungry. Because breakfast was 7 o'clock in the morning. So I had breakfast at 7 o'clock in the morning, and I'm sat there at 3 o'clock in the afternoon, not eating since breakfast, trying to play top standard darts. So I now started dropping low. I wanted 68. I went treble 20, double 13. I was just dropping low and I was busting shots, and I don't think I put enough power into the darts because I lost a couple to the floor. So, and I really do put that down to that side of things as well. So, got a lot to put into place in terms of that. Obviously now we're getting to the stage where the gyms are getting ready to open again, which I love going to the gym. Obviously lockdown makes that hard to be able to go to the gym and enjoy that time. So what I've done is we've set up a challenge, and you're going to see this on this thing. Me and Ryan Searle have challenged each other to a weight loss challenge. So you're going to see that here on Edgar TV. So stay tuned for that. We're going to document that as we go, looking at the things that we're changing, what we're doing, and seeing if obviously that helps and benefits our level of performance as well. So keep your eye out for that on Edgar TV. That's sort of the playing side of it. In terms of the behind the scenes sort of what's it like, there's not really much I can share with you, because literally the whole time is in your hotel. You're either in the room or you're in the venue. You know, that's what it is at the minute. So hopefully soon, I believe it's April the 12th, isn't it? A lot of things are opening up again. So that's when we can get the gym back up and running again. That's when hopefully we'll be able to leave the hotel for social purposes as well. Maybe sharing rooms again which would be nice. Maybe even have the missus come over once or twice. You know, there'll be some nice things there that we can sort of look forward to. I think this is potentially the last Super Series, or the last series of events that will be played under these conditions, and I can tell you 128 players on the professional tour are all going to be very, very grateful when things get back to some form of normality, as I'm guessing everyone is in all walks of life. Hope you've enjoyed this video. Little bit of an insight, little bit of a look at the Super Series and how it was for me. If you've got any questions or anything, put them in the comments section. I do look in there quite regular, so I'll reply to as many as I possibly can, that is for sure. And guys, I'll catch you soon for some more Edgar TV.